Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Astros, Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Chicago Cubs and the Houston Astros. Jack Mayfield makes his big league debut right after this. Garrett Cole, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
Leading off for the Cubs.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here comes the first pitch. And we are underway from Houston as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, I'm looking forward to this one. They got their ace on the mound today. You get to the ballpark, you're ready to go. You're watching video. You know this guy is going to put his best foot forward, execute pitches to all quadrants. The opposition's got to be on point if they're going to have a chance today.
Hit back toward the mound. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Javier Baez. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
The 1-0 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. In his career, Baez hits a little over the 270 mark. Almora leads off second with nobody out. 3-0 now. His career line against Garrett Cole, just 3 for 14. He also has 1 home run. The 3-0 pitch finds the zone, strike 1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He's hit 7 home runs in his last 10 games. I mean, he's carrying the entire offense right now. When you see a guy like this on this kind of a hot streak, you've got to stop and see what he does.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. 1 out and a runner on second base. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Up high, 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games. Now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
So striding in, Kyle Schwarber. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season. No doubt about that. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard to short. One there. Over to Gurriel for an inning-ending double play. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. The Cubs 0, the Astros coming to bat. This is Major League Baseball on the show. John Lester gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that has 99 career losses. The one thing I'm certain that he doesn't want to do is pick up career loss number 100 in this one here today. So it's going to be awfully important, one, that his team scores him some runs, and two, he shuts down the opponent early.
In now, Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Lester, a 6'4" lefty. He was taken in the second round during the 2002 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Payoff pitch one more time. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Almora. He's got it one away. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Lifted into center field. Almora moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, the third baseman, Alex.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. Lester into his motion. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. Liner towards second. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, and no 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Digging in, Robinson Chirinos. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. Here comes the first pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High and deep to right center. Aducci going back on it at the track, and that one is gone. There's a two-run shot to right center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. And it's fouled away. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Heading out towards shallow right. Aducci is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Astros play 2 on the 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Houston. So digging in now, Wilson Contreras. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
2-1 now. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Full count now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. In the outfield, Josh Reddick, a huge wrestling fan, but what we need to lock in on is the fact that he's got one of the best arms in baseball. Loves throwing guys out at the dish. We'll see if he gets the opportunity today.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, David Bodie. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Batting 8th, the second baseman, Daniel
Now it's play Daniel Descalzo, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1-0 the count. Russell leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Oh, come on, huh? What are you doing?
2 balls and a strike. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. Jim Adduci would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Full count now, 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They're down 2-0. Tyler White will bat next.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Schwarber ranging back. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. So a solo shot here to left center field. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Astros have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Lester's 2-0 home. Fouled off. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Ball 1.
Oh, that's out.
Heading out towards shallow right. Adduci has a beat on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Jack Mayfield.
Now to the plate, Jack Mayfield. And as a former late-round draft pick, it really speaks to the hard work he's put in at the minor league level to make the opening day roster here.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late-round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 2 out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike. 1-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Another 1-2 delivery. He got him.
Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning.
One more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. We've played 2. It's now 3-0 Houston. Leading off the inning, Jim Adduci, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Jim Adduci.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. To short. Mayfield is right there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And
now
with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Albert Almora. He singled to open up the ball game. And the pitch. Grounder down the line at third. And that's through for a hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Standing in now, Javier Baez, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Baez has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have. Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now batting, the first baseman, Anthony.
So 2 men are on with 1 man out, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman Anthony Rizzo. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. Down the first baseline, Gurriel scoops it up. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. They trail it here 3-0. Next up for the Astros, Michael Brantley. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Michael Brantley.
First delivery to him on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Line drive to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third.
Hey, after that hit right there, Giro, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row at knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Reddick is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He was a 17th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Brantley on at first, nobody out. Reddick behind a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 0-1 the count. Now Lester's 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And there he goes towards second. Backward and missed. Here's the throw. And Contreras nabs him with a strong throw to second.
That very well could have been a hit-run play, but that pitch was so far out of the zone, it really made it hard for the hitter to make any contact. Kind of left his teammate hung out to dry.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they lead it 3-0. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
Schwarber.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-1 the count.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, is you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Into the box now, David Bodie, as he'll swing and pop this one up near second base. Kemp is there, 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Addison Russell.
Settling in now, Addison Russell. He drew a base on balls his first time up. First offering on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick has a read on it. And the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. Still down 3-0. just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways now. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now Lester's 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Chirinos aboard here at first with nobody out. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now, Tyler White. Ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Stepping in now, Tony Kemp, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp.
Ball, 1 strike.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed strike 3.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Here's Jake Marisnick as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Fouled away. Lester sets. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros. They lead it 3-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. He said it's tough to be successful when you can't find ways to get guys home. And while that's frustrating for everyone down here, he said sometimes you just have to move on. Move on to getting the job done next time. He also said they may try to focus on manufacturing more opportunities in traditional ways as opposed to sitting back and swinging, hoping that someone will come through with a big hit.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The 2-0. Slapped hard the opposite way. Brantley. A range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
First delivery to him on the way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. One out, nobody on. Not close. It's 2-0. Swung on, missed. 2-1.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Fastball swung on and missed.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Standing in now, Albert Almora. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And it's fouled away. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
Almora with an even count, 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. On to the first baseman Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Ready for another chance. Jack Mayfield comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Jack Mayfield
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schwarber moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
now batting, the left fielder.
Here's Michael Brantley. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Popped him up. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder,
Ready once again, Josh Reddick. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Aducci is after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Digging in once again, Javier Baez. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Javier Baez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
This guy smokes this thing, hustling all the way around to third. So far, they've posted nothing but zeros in this one, but he stands 90 feet away now, and they should be able to push him across.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
He froze him on the fastball there. Anthony Rizzo becomes the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Ready with the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitch stand either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Stepping up now, Wilson Contreras. 1-for-2 in the ball game thus far. From the belt, the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for the Cubs. They trail it here 3-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Robinson Chirinos. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2-for-2, including a home run. Now here's the pitch. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. Popped him up. Contreras is under it. He's got it 1 away.
The first baseman, number 10.
1 away for the Astros here in the 6th. And digging into bat next, the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. In there, and it's 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Tyler White will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. From the stretch. And that misses for ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. And it misses. 3-1 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And the payoff pitch. This one's down to third. And that is through into left field, a base hit.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
Into the box now, Tony Kemp.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Waiting on it is Almora.
2 gone.
The center fielder.
Ready for another shot now, Jake Marisnick. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Hits this one hard the other way. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
I'm not sure if this happened or not, but sometimes when you're playing behind a pitcher who's doing all of the work himself, you get caught up a little bit in kind of a trance and you get lulled to sleep out there. Looked like to me he was caught a little off guard when the play came his way.
In now, Jack Mayfield. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hit in the air down the right field line. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 outs, this might get them all home. Now the relay home, and he's in there safely. As on the play, 3 runs come across to score. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Jack Mayfield has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Into the box, Michael Brantley. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Stepping in now, Josh Reddick. Popped straight up. Lester's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. 7th inning coming up. It's the Astros 7 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Digging in, David Bodie. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games. So this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Popped up. Gurriel shading to his right. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Into the box, Daniel Descalso. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Ball one to start the at-bat. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Mayfield has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Dylan Maples enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Dylan Maples.
Now in the box, Alex Bregman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Third baseman, Alex.
Here's the pitch. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. That evens it up, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the counter. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate, 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
First pitch of the at-bat. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, and they hold a 7-0 lead. So in now for Chicago, Jim Adduci. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Marisnick is after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Astros on top in front of the home crowd here at Minute Maid Park as you get a look at the line score to this point here in the 8th inning. So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and into bat next is Albert Almora. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Reddick has a read on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Javier Baez. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Brantley going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Standing in, Tyler White. He'll see what he can do leading off the home eight. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Left side. And that'll get on through into left for a leadoff single.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a Tater to go
to second for 1, and it's wide of the bag and right by him. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
Line to the right side, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Jack Mayfield is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Oh,
that's wide, 2-0. Well, making it to the bigs was far from guaranteed for him. It's got to be a great feeling to finally have that major league jersey on his back, huh?
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues. But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Jack Mayfield becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Slapped hard the opposite way, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Now batting, Josh Reddick. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The set and the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
Liner toward right center, but he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9, and the inning is over. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. 9th inning coming up. Astros lead this one 8-0. Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Chirinos recovers. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard to the right. Foul. 1 out, nobody on.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the 9th inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the 9th inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
Into the box now, Wilson Contreras. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Line toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Third baseman, number 13, David Bodie.
Digging in, David Bodie. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Marisnik on the move. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
An 8-0 shutout this evening. Houston jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Garrett Cole earns his 6th winning decision in this one. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.